Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, May 11th, 2023, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Yes, this is Trader Bob. I've come back after a year and a half absence, and I've come back because I've been following the markets every day for this last year and a half, studying them, doing some real intensive research, and I think I got a better algorithm and a much better stock selection process, and I think I can make better money right now. So anyway, I'm starting this business again. I'm not going to get a letter out to my customers for about another 10 days or so, but I'm putting things together anyway. Let's talk about today. You can see here the Dow has gone down the last 2 days, and I have been tracking my new system and portfolio selection for about 2 weeks. The last 2 days have been kind of tough to trade, but surprisingly enough, we have made money. So anyway, yesterday, even though the Dow was down, we got into about 10 markets or so, and it was negative for the full day and closed negative. And then this morning, the Dow gapped down. At one point, it was down 400 some points down here. In spite of that big gap down, I would have expected things to get much worse, but they got better instead. And that is, I think, one of the things that happens because of this better market selection that I have. Anyway, we closed out today with $12,886 in profits on 10 positions that we were holding. And I'm going to go through and talk about that, some of those. This first one I will show you is MINM, and that stands for Minim Incorporated. Not sure what they do, but we had bought this thing yesterday, about 2 hours into the day, and it got up to over 20,000 on this big spike. Unfortunately, it pulled back. I think it was almost negative on the close yesterday, but it took off again this morning, and we managed to get $14,000 and some change out of MINM. And then another good trade we had was, this is INBS, which is Intelligent Bio Solutions Incorporated, and you'll notice some of these are pretty thin markets, and some of these you just may never heard of. Wonder why I have them in a portfolio. Believe me, I have good reason for having these in a portfolio. You're going to see this as we move along with this new portfolio selection. Anyway, yesterday we bought this right out of the gate, and it did a nice little push up. We sold that thing pretty close to the high, and we took $4,620 out of INBS. And then I'll show you another one here. This is HUDI, H-U-D-I, which is Huadai International Group. I'm probably murdering pronunciation on that. we bought this the second hour yesterday. This thing also went up to $20,000. It would be nice to have gotten those spikes. I actually have part of the program that goes after these spikes, but this actually wasn't enough to trigger that exit. So we got out at our regular time today, right there, and we took $3,735 out of HUDI. And then finally, I'll show you one that we just got into. Now, let me tell you, today we were negative $8,000 on the open. I think it went negative to 10,000 during the day, and then I'm sorry, just bear with me. I'm kind of having to relearn things here. Okay, this is MFH, and I'm not sure what that is. We won't worry about it. Okay. Anyway, MFH, again, kind of a thin, nondescript market, was trading about $1.50 a share. And of course, what that means, we trade a lot of them on my 5.0 quantity multiplier is set at 5 for this. So we were trading 30,000 shares of this little stock, and we bought it up here. It was negative for most of the time after we got in, and then it shot up this last half hour way up there, and that thing was up to over $10,000 on the close, and that pushed us into the positive territory, made up for some of those bad stocks we had, and I think we closed with a little over $5,000 in open trade equity on our positions today. So we had a good day. We had a good day yesterday, and I'm expecting more good days than we were having before I closed down. I listened to some of my old videos, and I realized I was really down and depressed about the markets, and I think this is going to go a lot better. I will say something though. We are going to, I don't know how to say it delicately, we're going to have to trade a lot of crap to get some fantastic trades. But I mean, the outliers in this portfolio you will not believe. And if you're a customer of mine, you're going to be getting a letter that shows one that just about 10 days ago, this thing, we bought it like at $6, and it went over $200 overnight. If you can believe that. Just unbelievable. And that trade, trading this quantity multiplier of 5.0 that I'm showing you here, that trade made $2.5 million. But if you had a quantity multiplier of 0.1, which is what you could do on $10,000, you would have still made almost $40,000 on that trade. So this portfolio is deadly, and I hope deadly in a positive way for everybody who may want to use it. Anyway, that's the way it went. This is Trader Bob signing off, and I will be doing these videos now after every market day. You can tune in and just bear with me. I'm a little rusty on some of the technology here. So we'll see you tomorrow.